Hey guys, how's it going? It's Ricky here from Ricky's Macintosh, here with a What's on My iPhone video. Now I haven't shot one of these in a while, and the reason I was prompted to shoot this one is because an application for the Mac was released called Reflection. For those of you that don't know what Reflection is, it allows you to take your iPhone, your iPad, or your iPod Touch and use AirPlay to mirror that screen over to your Mac. So as you guys can see, you have a really crisp picture. All the movements and swipes are right on time. There's no lag whatsoever. And I thought, what a great way to shoot a What's on My iPhone video. You guys don't have to worry about me setting up a camera and filming my iPhone screen and worrying about glare and clarity and whatnot. You guys can see the image right here on my screen. So let's go ahead and take a look at the apps that I have on my iPhone. What I wanted to do is show you all the apps that I have. I'll go ahead and go in depth on some of the apps like Safari, Calendar. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that to you guys. I'll just pick some apps that you might not have heard or seen and show you my favorite apps, and the rest of them I'll just kind of talk about briefly. So starting at the top left, we have Safari, Calendar, Photos, Camera, YouTube, Stocks, Maps, Weather. We have the Stock Utilities app that comes on the home screen. Also have iTunes, App Store, Settings, Videos, and then here's where it gets a little bit different. I have the Remote app for Apple, and what that does is allows me to control my iTunes library and also my second generation Apple TV. So it's a really cool app. It's really useful. I do use that a lot, hence it being on the first page of my home screen. Next up, I have the iPhoto app. I don't really use this app as much on the iPhone. I am testing it on the iPhone, and so far I like it. But I use it more so on the new iPad, the bigger screen. It's just a lot easier to edit your photos. But again, this is a really cool app from Apple. I really enjoy it so far, and I am finding it to be very useful. Next up is the Nest Learning Thermostat app. This is going to be the app that I'm going to go ahead and take you in depth on. If you guys haven't seen my review, my unboxing and my first look of the Nest Learning Thermostat, I'll go ahead and post the video link in the description box below. Make sure you check that out. Leave a comment if you like the product itself, and also, maybe throw in a like or, a subscription. Let me know what you think. But let's go ahead and take a look at the Nest Learning Thermostat app. Now, what you can do with this app is you can control your thermostat from anywhere in the world if you have a data connection. So let's say I'm out and about and it's really hot outside. I want to go ahead and lower the temperature so that when I get home, my house will be a comfortable temperature. You can go ahead and open up the thermostat and you can change the temperature to whatever temperature you need it to be. And the house will go ahead and start cooling, or vice versa. If you need it to be hot in the house, you can go ahead and heat your house. So really, really flexible way to control your thermostat. If we turn the phone into landscape mode, you have some more options here. Tap this button here and you can choose whether to cool or to heat. You can also go ahead and click on the settings button here. You can look at a glance, learning, away, equipment, technical info, all that good stuff. Schedule, you can set up a schedule for your thermostat. So if you leave at a certain time and you want it to be a temperature, and then you come home at a certain time and you want it to be a specific temperature, you can place these little points at the desired time and what temperature you want it to be at, Monday through Sunday. So it's just a really neat way to set up a schedule because, let's face it, most of us don't use our schedules on our current thermostats. This is a really unique way of using your thermostat. On the last tab here, we have the energy. This shows you a daily usage for your energy and when you're conserving and when you're not. You can see by the green leaf on the left here, that means that I am conserving energy and essentially I'm saving money. On Sunday the 8th, which was Easter, I didn't do a good job of that. It says this day's weather caused energy usage above the weekly average, and therefore I was using my cooling quite a bit more and didn't really save any money on that day. So that is the Nest Learning Thermostat app, a really cool app. If you have the Nest Learning Thermostat, you want to make sure you have this app. Going back to the home screen, on the bottom I have phone, messages, mail, and music. The only noticeable difference here is that I have messages on the bottom and Safari in the top left. I swapped those because I use messages a lot more than I use Safari. Moving over, I have all my folders, and this is where it gets a little anal. I organize my folders here in alphabetical with entertainment, finance, games, all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and start in the top left and take a look at entertainment. The first app I want to show you guys is called Action Movie, and this is a really cool app. I'm sure you guys have seen this, but if you haven't, let me go ahead and show you what this is about. It's made by Bad Robot Interactive, and what it allows you to do is add movie effects scenes to videos that you shoot. I'm going to go ahead and show you the gallery that I have here. I have a few shots already set up here. This was one where my brother was driving. I was sitting in the passenger seat. We were sitting at a intersection waiting for the light to turn green, and this happened. Obviously that didn't happen, but it's a really, really cool way to add some effects to your video. One more here. I have a video of a Christmas tree here. I wasn't very happy during Christmas time, wasn't very joyous, and so this is what happened. Yeah, I blew up the Christmas tree. All the kids were pretty upset, but no, I'm kidding. I really didn't, obviously. But it's just, like I said, it's a really fun app to use. Really great to show, some of your friends that might not have seen it. So that's called Action Movie Effects. And again, you have all of these effects that you can use: a car smash, an airstrike with missiles, demolition rock, all this great stuff. So moving on, I have the iTV app. This works in conjunction with my hardware for the Mac. This allows me to watch TV on my Mac, but not only that, I can stream it to the phone. So if I have to watch a show at home and then I have to leave, I can go ahead and watch the rest of that show on the go. And just really flexible way to watch TV. You can also set up recordings and do all that good stuff. Next up is Fandango for movie tickets, Lightsaber because I'm a nerd, Magic Santa. This is an app that I did a review on during Christmas time. Go ahead and check that out in one of my previous videos. Netflix for watching TV shows and movies, and then Vivo for watching music videos. Moving to the finance app, I have BofA, Bank of America, and PayPal. Moving to the games section, this is my top-notch games folder here. I have Angry Birds. You guys already know what that's all about. This game called Bike Baron. I'm not sure if you guys do know what this game is about, but I will go ahead and play a quick level for you. This game looks absolutely awesome on the iPhone, but even better on the new iPad. It is optimized for the new iPad Retina display, and it just looks fabulous. But still on the phone, it looks absolutely awesome. So let me go ahead and show you a little gameplay here. Go ahead and collect coins. I'm going to do flips all without crashing. So go ahead and try this again. Use the arrows to tilt forward or tilt back, depending on however way gravity's taking you. And this is a very easy level, but still fun. The levels do get harder. You do have the 3-star award system, just like Angry Birds, and just like all the other games that use 3 stars. So that is called Bike Baron. Definitely recommend that one. I would definitely pick it up for the iPhone and also the iPad. Next up is Cro-Mag Rally, which is basically a kart racing game. Early Bird, Field Runners, Hold'em, Let's Golf 2, Modern Combat 3, which is an awesome game. You guys have probably seen a lot of videos on that. Mega Man X, this was ported over from the Super Nintendo. I'm really excited because I liked Mega Man when I was a kid. Monkey Ball, and then probably my favorite game for iOS to date is Plants vs. Zombies, an awesome game. I did a video on that as well, so check that out. I had so many games, I had to create a Games 2 folder. We have Air Attack, Infinity Blade 2, Words with Friends, Tiny Wings, NBA Jam, which is that game from Midway. Very fun game. It's exactly like the Showtime game for the Dreamcast. I don't know if you guys remember the Dreamcast. Madness, Trivial Pursuit, Game Center, which I don't really use Game Center that much. Do you guys use Game Center? Because I rarely find myself logging in and using it. Peggle, Where's My Water, and Hero Academy. And then we have the iCloud folder here. This is just a small folder that has Find My Friends, which I have it on here, but quite frankly, I don't use Find My Friends. It is a little stalker-ish. So I don't use that app as much. Find My iPhone, I do use, every now and then. Not so much. I'm not really too keen on losing my phone, and I don't do it often. I think I've maybe done it maybe once. I have used it on my wife's. No comment there. Gallery, which came with Mobile Me, and also iDisk, which came with Mobile Me. Don't really use those apps as much. They are going to fade away because of iCloud. Next up, we have the music folder. This has the new GarageBand, Magic Piano, Pandora for listening to radio stations, Ocarina, which allows you to play songs on your iPhone by blowing into the mic and then using the instrument on your phone. Really cool app. This is one of the first apps where I was actually like, wow, I didn't actually think this was possible, but here it is. Pitch Pipe, because I lead singing at my church, so I need to stay in tune. And Shazam, obviously you guys know what Shazam's all about. The news folder, I rarely come into this folder. It's got CNET, Dig, and Engadget. I usually just hop into Safari and go to my websites there. Next up is photography. First app I have in here is called Color Blast, and this is an app that lets you do some really unique things with photos. As you can see by the app icon, they have a gray photo with a red rose. It really just makes, this popping image. You can really see that the red rose pops out of that picture. Next up is iMovie. Don't really use that as much on the iPhone as much as I do on the iPad. Next up is Instagram, which is just recently been bought by Facebook for $1 billion. That's really awesome for Instagram. Next up is Pano, which allows me to shoot panoramic shots. We have the Movie Trailers app from Apple, so you can check out some movie trailers. Wallpapers HD, which has several wallpapers formatted for the Retina display. We have the Cards app from Apple for sending, get well cards and whatever. We also have the PicStitch app here. This allows you to take pictures and stitch them together from the same event. As you can see by the app icon, you can put a really tall picture and then 2 small pictures and stitch them together. It's a really nice way to create collages, basically. Next up is my reference folder here. I have Bible, Checkword Light, Contacts, and iBooks. Next up is the ever-famous Ricky's Macintosh folder. This has my AdSense apps and my GoDaddy for my website. The website is not active yet. I'm currently working on it. I want it to be fully operational before... Wow, that sounds like Star Wars. Anyways, I want it to be fully operational before it launches because I don't want any page under construction issues. The app that I use for AdSense is mainly the web app to go to Google, but I do have the AdSense++ app. Next up is social. This has all the apps that you guys know about: eBay, Facebook, Twitter, TwitVid, which allows you to shoot videos and post them to Twitter, Haytel, Skype, and Craigslist, which is Craig's Pro. The sports section, I have the Arizona app because I am a University of Arizona Wildcat fan. I love all the sports at Arizona. Score Mobile is my app of choice for keeping up to date with all the scores. I just think it looks really sleek on the iPhone. They really optimized it well for the Retina display. We'll go ahead and go into a game here. Go ahead and take a look at the Chicago-New York game. Give a shout out to my buddy TLD today. Go Chicago. Hopefully they win this home game. It should be pretty tough, though, against New York, especially if Derrick Rose doesn't play. But you got the matchup here. You got the preview, a live blog, and they just keep you up to date. After the game's over, they'll post a recap here so you can read about the game. Just a really nice app. You have standings at the bottom, news, leaders, settings. So really, really cool app for keeping up with your sports. I also have NBA Game Time. I use this more on the iPad, and iTunes just decided to upload it to my phone. I know there's a setting to change that, but I just left it. I don't really use it on the iPhone, though, especially because I have that Score Mobile. Next up, I have all my stores. I have Amazon, Apple, Best Buy, and I had to use a Michaels discount, so I downloaded the app real quick and got a discount code. Other than that, I don't use the Michaels app. That's for the misses. Travel, I have Flight Track Pro, which is a really cool app because it allows you to track where your flight is in air. Delta and Southwest, and then I also have Hotel Tonight, which has a whole bunch of hotel deals. This is something I'm probably going to use mostly for CES, but you can see deals in, let's say, Las Vegas. And what I like about this app is just the way that it looks. Look how sleek this looks. I mean, just the way it's all set up, it looks really nice, especially on the iPad. But there it is. You can book hotels, you can invite friends, you can do credits and all that good stuff. So that is Hotel Tonight. Next up is the official utilities folder, not the one that Apple set up for me, but my utilities folder. I have the airport utility for looking at my Wi-Fi. Deliveries, which allows me to check my deliveries. So you can see here I got the new iPad, Red Tech package. I got my RAM. I got iPhone 4 parts package. So all kinds of good stuff. It tells you how many days you have left until it's going to arrive. You can look at the details online. You can view the map of where your package currently is. So just a nice way, especially if you're someone like me who does YouTube videos and gets a lot of packages. You want to keep track of everything in a nice, neat, organized fashion. Next up is Dropbox. I use Dropbox every so often, not too much, but mainly for school. If I'm saving something to my computer, I also save it to Dropbox just in case something happens to my computer. I don't have to go in a frantic, mess just to find it. Flashlight, this is a very, very bright flashlight. There's no point in me going into this app because you can't actually see the flashlight. But all you do is hit the button and you're good to go. You can change the brightness there. Next up is my AT&T. Take a look at my account and whatnot. Red Laser Classic is a barcode scanner. Speed Test, you guys have seen that before. Splashtop is a really cool app, mainly for the iPad though. It lets you look at your Mac screen via the phone or the iPad. Like I said, the iPad is better because it's got that bigger screen real estate and it feels more natural. Square is the Square credit card reader for taking payments. I was able to pick up the Tether app, which was released in the App Store very briefly. I think it was up for a couple hours and then Apple pulled it, but I was able to pick that up. This allows me to plug in my phone to my Mac and use the internet. It's not over Wi-Fi. It is needing to be tethered by the cord, but still, it works great. And then I have things for reminders and whatnot. I've actually found myself using Siri a lot more for things and reminders, so I don't use things as much. Next up is the weather folder. This has a lot of cool weather apps. Living Earth is one that I recently downloaded, and I will just let you guys take a look at this app for yourself. It is very, very sleek, very classy. In the top here, you got the time, the date, where you're located. You can see the weather there. Go ahead and click the bottom here, and it gives you a 7-day forecast. You can click on today, and it'll give you an hourly forecast, so it shows you what temperature we'll be doing. Humidity percentage, winds. It also tells you at the top here, top right, sunrise and sunset times. So you get all kinds of information, and you can also hit the refresh button. In the bottom left here is a little tracker, so you click that and it tracks to exactly where you are on the planet. As far as the settings go, you can edit the cities, you can do the wake alarm. Temperature, you can do Fahrenheit or Celsius, wind speed, mile per hour, kilometers, whatnot. Live clouds, I've turned that on so you can see where the clouds are. It'll tell you when the clouds have recently updated. Also, you have the sunrise times, obviously. Bright night clouds, it'll show you the clouds at night. And you just got a few more options here. But a really, really cool weather app. I thought this was pretty awesome. You can also just sit here and spin the planet if you want, make everybody sick. And that's enough fun. Okay, moving on. We have, Weather HD. This is by far probably one of my favorite weather apps next to that Living Earth app, just because it looks really cool. Really HD graphics. Let's see if I can go to a different city here and just get different pictures. But look how awesome that looks. And it is very functional too. So here you can see in Idaho Falls. That's the weather, 73 degrees. That's about all I have on here. I had a lot more. I don't know why I took them all off, but I had Hawaii in here and California and whatnot. So that is my weather folder. And moving over to the last page, I have Newsstand, which I hate the fact that I cannot put that in a folder. I know there's a trick to do it, but that's just a pain in the butt. University of Phoenix mobile app. I am currently a student at the University of Phoenix. I'm finishing up my degree. I'm on like the 12-year plan. I'm almost done though. I got 5 or 6 classes left and I am out, so very good there. And then I've recently downloaded the Sparrow app. I haven't had much time to play with it. What I like about it so far though is that it does have the icon images on the left-hand side, so that's very cool. I do like seeing that. Other than that, I haven't had a whole lot of time to test it out, but I will be doing a full test on that and also a review. So that is what is on my iPhone. Thank you for staying with me through this entire video. If you did, please hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. It helps the channel out. Also, if you would subscribe to my channel, I got a bunch of videos coming up. And also leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of all the apps that I just showed you on my iPhone. And that should about do it. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I am also going to be launching a gaming, not gaming channel, but a gaming spotlight for Fridays. I'm thinking about doing a Friday app of the week or something like that. Let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in. Just showing you guys, a favorite app of mine during that week. And I don't know. Just let me know what you think, if that's a good idea or not. And I will see you guys in the next video. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.